Hey guys, Clickety Clack, the Angry Lobster is back with another episode of Mystery Castle. This is part 4, as promised, coming to you on this wonderful Thursday. Part 4 where we are going to, I believe this is the last 6 levels. 5 levels? 6, I'm not sure. Anyway, we're hitting the last end of it. Which means we will be hitting the boss at the end of this one. This will finish off the first world, so I think we will stick to this pattern. We're going to do a few levels each section. We're going to end up about every 4 episodes. We're going to start a new one. So right off the bat, guys, I don't know if you missed that, but right off the front load here, we had, there are 3 magic lamps. The first 2, of course, you cannot grab. They're just traps. The third one is over in that corner there where I just grabbed it. All you got to do is pop through there. Just come around, grab the lamp. We'll see how the lamp, of course, lights with the extra stages, so that's how it acts there. That one, not too hard. Just a little bit of trickiness, but on to 32. Now this one, this is something else. This is a lot of boxes. A lot of, if you don't move it right, you're going to fail and not be able to get all the gems. If you try to move the box to another area, you're going to end up with a box that you can't use. The biggest thing here is just to be wary of your surroundings and just keep pushing the boxes just like I'm pushing them here. This one is a bit tricky. Yeah, there are a few boxes here that you will end up not using. But again, too, we do need to get a box over to that side, which, believe it or not, is not the shortest path. The easiest path to do it is not through bringing it down to the middle and pushing it to the right to hit that one spot. You have to push it all the way across and get it with a 2 spot. Otherwise, you have no... That 3 bridge we made in the middle there, you don't have enough space to turn around and push a block over. So, that's the trick. Push it across to the 2 spot, not the 1 spot in the middle. And today we are crushing it. On to 33. Don't worry, don't forget, guys, coming up in December in a couple weeks, we're going to have Gems of War coming back on the channel. It's going to be great. Let's talk to the dwarf. Laddie, I've triumphantly returned from a spying mission. Wonderful. And what have you found out? I spied on the fearsome monster roaming the castle. It was large and grey and shook the floor. It seems to be searching for the castle for gems. Like the gems we're grabbing? Possibly. And what did it look like? Didn't you just tell us it was large and grey? A little confused there, Monty. Are you crazy, laddie? There was no way I was getting in his line of sight. I did my spying from behind. That's not very helpful. The destruction caused by the creature is extreme. Solid stone and rock have been ripped asunder. I have a bad feeling about this. Yeah, well, in the end we're going to have to face him. This could only be the work of one of the dastardly monster barons. Uh-oh. Ugh, what are those monster barons of which you speak? The monster barons are these embodiments of pure evil who wreak terror and chaos wherever they go. We must find out which one we are dealing with. Fine, fella. I shall go on another spying mission to try and find out more. Monster barons. Doesn't sound like fun. Alright, guys, I'm sure that's the page turn there. This is a tricky level. I did mess up a couple times, but I think I found the solution now. So, obviously, we need to grab keys to get into those. We have boxes to push around. The tricky part is that we have to use these boxes to go through the teleporters, which is what I didn't quite comprehend my first couple playthroughs here. So we have to get that because we have to use the guy here, the fire troll, or golem, something. It's fire something. To move the stuff around. With that box over in the corner there being used, we can't get it. With the fire in the corner where he is, we can't push it, which means we have to get him to push it for us to get that key and that last gem on the bottom. That was the tricky part. And that's what I couldn't quite get a hold of. But because this guy's okay, he's not going to come down to us. We're fine. He's just going to keep going back in a straight line, so we're okay now. We just pop through here, grab the last gem with the key we just got, and hop through the gate. But, again, the trick there is you have to time everything properly. Because you put the box in the wrong spot or release the fire troll too early, you're going to have a few issues. But just follow this guide and you guys will be all good. A little tricky, but we got through it. 2 more levels before we hit the boss. Not including this one. Oh dear. Wow, so many magic doors, and there's even a bomb. How will I know which teleporters are connected to each other? Go through them, find out. Trial and error, laddie. That's why this is one of the castles of mystery and not the castle of everything labelled. He's got a good point. Everything was labelled to make it a lot easier. Can I push the bomb through the teleporter? Ah, no, laddie. You can't do that. That's just too dangerous. Dwarven magic prevents the transportation of bombs through the teleporters. This was enforced 200 years ago after 2 bombs were teleported into the same spot, causing a big kaboom. The east tower was blown out where the aviary was. Feathers everywhere, and the smell of chicken lingered for weeks. That's a good reason for the rules, I'm sure. Alright, so we got bombs we can't push to the teleporters. We got boxes we can push to the teleporters. We've got a bunch of cracked floors and broken pillars. Magical doors, so there's going to be keys here somewhere. There's the keys. This is a bit nuts. But it seems we only have the one box. We're going to have to use it to move these boxes around, or these bombs around. And if I'm right, that teleporter will give us access to go around a circular motion here and give us space to get these bombs placed so that we don't get trapped, but that we can also get through here and push the bombs up to hit these boxes, or the pillars. Now the biggest thing is we're gonna have to, once we get these pillars destroyed, we're gonna have to watch where we're walking because there's cracked floors in there. We don't want to get trapped. However, there are gems, or not gems, sorry, teleporters in here as well, which definitely is the route to go. Is there? That was very lucky that teleported to that one, because I managed to pop in the back end part of that one and get through there. Now, because the first part of the wall disappeared, or the floor disappeared on that first part, we have to go back through here, use the other key to come across to the other side to get back to the dwarf and the exit. That's a tricky one. That one took a while, but we got it. Just very good maneuvering is all. A little bit of ingenuity. Alright, last one before the boss. This looks like another interesting boxes which can't go in lava. And a troll. Laddie, once more I return victorious. I hid like a dwarven ninja. Now you have to admit you don't see many of those around. I don't think I've ever seen a dwarven ninja. That monster baron is gigantic and makes the earth shake with every step he takes. I even saw him smash a rock wall with his fist to get a gem that was embedded in it. The gluttony, the raw power, the earthquakes, the wanton destruction. This monster baron could only be General Crush, a greedy mercenary who will destroy anything in his path. He used to be a mercenary for hire, but it seems he has found easier pickings. Oh, it sounds like a terrible creature. We must hurry to the center of the fortress before everything is destroyed and my home is no more. Well, that's where we're going, Mr. Dwarf. I apologize, I don't remember his name. But that's where we're going. Alright, so this is, again, as I suspected earlier, it does take timing. We do have to use the fire troll because, again, only he can go through these areas. And these boxes on the side here, of course, are blocked off from us because we can't get access to it without going across the lava. And because we can't go across the lava, we have to use the troll to do some things for us. Fortunately, it's manageable. So that first box that you saw me push into the section there, and the fire troll pushing into the lava, we don't need. It's just a box designed to trap the other box. What we have to do is burn that one. The problem is, from our angle, we can't. We have to use the fire troll to burn it. Then it's just a matter of maneuvering the other boxes to fill in the holes. We can get the gems and get out of here. And with that, we are moving on to the final level of today's episode, and the boss level, the big one, the last dude, General Crush. Dun 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 dun. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Lobsters and lobsterettes. As I suspected, is General Crush, a huge ogre with immense power. His weakness, though, is his stupidity. His stupidity explains this, laddie. How does a stupid, albeit huge and powerful creature become a general? It's a valid question. How do you become a general if you're that big and not so smart? Well, would you want to tell him he isn't getting the promotion? Also a valid point. He's so big. How will you defeat him, Monty the Wizard? There's a saying we wizards use. 3 bombs to vanquish the fiend, and then everyone will be your friend. I hope your plan is better than your poem. It didn't even rhyme. That's what I was going to say. It doesn't even rhyme. Alright, so right off the bat, this is going to be hard. We have no choice but to go straight up this path. There are keys, there are bombs. There's a lot of cracked floor and teleporters, which means in order to get into these doors, we need to grab the key. To grab the key, we have to go across the cracked floor. We're also going to have to use the bombs to not push them through the teleporters, but onto certain areas, so that we can ensure that we still have a path to hit the guy, and then also get it hit backwards, so that we can still go back and get other bombs that hit him as well. And to right off the bat, this is quite hard, quite tricky as well. But so far so good. I'm starting to realize now there's only the one key. So you can only open the one door. So you're going to have these teleporters to move around. And the hard part is that we need room to be able to push all 3 bombs into him, but also room to get this final bomb into that center spot. So if we push that bomb, any of those bombs off some more, they're going to go off that cracked floor and we won't be able to get them any more into that spot there. So what we're going to have to do is, I think this placement is right, we're going to have to push it down and then to the right and then go up and just push it straight into him. That'll be the first bomb we set off. Otherwise, we're going to not be able to come back. So if we move off the spot, we're going to crack the floor. So what we have to do, maybe not, because it's a double crack. So we should be able to step on it twice. So if we move here, we should be okay. But it's still, yeah, the first step we're going to have to do is move the first one up. And if I go back, I'm going to be trapped, so I have to go off to the left. And there we go. We can just push that final bomb up and into the general there, and we're set. But man, this is tricky. And I have a feeling all the boss fights are going to be this difficult in nature. But hey, look at that. Boom, boom, and kaboom! That's 1 monster baron done and dusted. We got an achievement and we got the first world done. Hooray! You saved the fortress and my home, Monty the Wizard, and vanquished one of the evil monster barons. This calls for a celebration. With the other monster barons still out there somewhere, and other castles of mystery to explore, I don't know if I have time for a party. Ah, laddie, you did your bit for the day. Now relax and enjoy some dwarven hospitality. There will be food and music. Well, what more could you ask for? Harp and lyre music isn't really my thing. Harps and lyres? What do you take us for, laddie? Elves? We'll be having none of that. Who do you think invented rock and roll? Now you're speaking my language. Rock and roll music, along with all that other wonderful food. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. We have officially hit the end of the first castle. There are still many, many more to go. This has been Mystery Castle Part 4. Part 5 next week with a brand new castle. Again, thank you all for watching. Be sure to share this with your friends. Like and subscribe. Continue on with these videos. We will be back next week with a new Mystery Castle. Gems of War coming up in December. Thank you guys again so much for all the work. When we come back, looks like we'll be going to number 2. Bye-bye!